Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For this video, we're going to cover the next chapter, which is MVC. Okay. The first part, what we're going to cover is understanding the need of MVC. Next, what's the benefit of MVC in JSP and servlet? And lastly, example of MVC. Alright. What's MVC? MVC stands for Model View Controller. You can see here, Model View Controller is a pattern used in software engineering to separate the application logic from user interface. You can see user, and this is the application logic. Right, so we have control, model, and view. So MVC. Right? Let's see what is the specific meaning for the model. What's model? Define the business layer of the application. Okay, so any define that you need to define the business model, you define here. And next, the controller. Controller manage the flow of the application. So in overall of the application, controller will control the flow of your application. Right, next, view. View will define the presentation layer of the application. View to view your application. Right? Alright, next, what is the benefit of MVC? Okay, the first one, to minimize HTML codes that usually we use out the print line, right, to display or to print. Okay. Second one, to minimize Java business logic, right? In JSP, no more large file or large code of scriptlets. Okay. Third one, it separates the presentation layer from business layer. Okay, and the last one, of course, the controller perform the action of invoke model, mean one user has sent data to the model. Okay, the controller will call the model and send the data to the view. All right. Okay, next, again, model layer is considered as data layer, which contain the business logic of the system. Okay, and the control layer is like an interface between between view and model. Right, controller is like interface between these two. Okay, and the view layer is the layer represent the output of application. Okay, so when user requests, okay, we send to the controller. Controller will fetch or get some data before it send to the view, and user will be able to view from this view. All right. Okay. Next, this is some example of MVC. So actually, MVC is important to understand that you need to apply MVC concepts in your final project. And the concept of MVC, I have created the video tutorial for Java Bean similar to the MVC, right? Okay, but by this example, you have a complete file for MVC. Okay, let's see the example of MVC. In this example, we are using servlet as a controller, and we use JSP as a view component, and we use Java Bean as a model. Okay, so we're going to have five page. First one, index. index will get some inputs data. In this case, we're going to get a username and password. And controller, a sublet that act as a controller, okay. A login success and login error act as a view. Okay, one user has login. If success, it will show successful. If error, it will show some error message. Okay, and then we have web.xml file for mapping the servlet. Okay, because in this file or in this servlet, therefore we need to have webs.xml. Okay, let's see the first file. The first file is like normal, the form, right? Normal form. You have open form and close form. In this form, you need to receive username and password, and you have submit button. Okay, so in this form, the action will call this file, right? We call the next file, which is controller servlet. Okay. Okay. When the system have received username and password, okay. Okay, we go to this file, and this file will receive name and password here, and then when it come to this part, okay, the code will invoke the bin, right? The bin, and it pass username and password into this file, right? The bin as we present in previous two chapter. Okay, this is the bin. So bin, you have get name, set name, get password, set password. Okay, so you just check if the password, okay, equal to admin, then return to true. If false is if not others than this, others than admin, it will return false. Okay, let's say if user return with the true, okay, and then we come back to this file, okay, and then we check if true, go to successful, else you go to unsuccessful, mean only admin password will log into successful, and we show this is as a view, and okay, this is bin. Then once successful, we call this file to view. Okay, if not successful, it will display this message. Sorry, username and password are error. Right, so this is considered as a view. Okay, and lastly, we have XML. XML just to do a mapping for your servlet. It depends. For example, you have what's the name of your servlet. Okay, and what's the URL of your servlet. Okay. Thank you very much.